Shalom, my brothers and sisters. We are not promised tomorrow. And anybody that tells you that they're full of lies, because we're not. Each day we're given is because of grace. And if this was my last message to the world, then I would tell you, give up your petty squabbles, give up any argument, give up any division, because in the long run, it's not worth it. Now, I know we still get into disagreements and stuff because it's normal, we're human. But when we take it to the extreme, or we go after someone, or we seek our own vengeance. Now, I have more reason to seek vengeance. And for a long time, I sought vengeance. And that was that mountain I had to go around and around. But I learned it's not worth it. I wasted 30 years seeking vengeance when that could have been 30 years that I was doing more for the Lord. Yeah. And I found out that it's not worth it. Seeking vengeance is not worth it. I mean, true, I want justice for the man that harmed my children. But you know the one you know what I'm talking about, the one where my son died. I do want justice, but if I don't receive it in this lifetime, I mean, I'll receive it in the next. I mean, all that hate and bitterness and pettiness and all of that I held in for so long, there's nothing to show for it. I mean, it was wasted time, wasted years that the devil stole from me. I mean, it was. That was time that I could have been doing more positive things with my children. And when I had my children, I was so broken and so full of rage. But I would hurt myself so that my children didn't get hurt. And if I had to do over, I would. And I know my babies didn't understand that. And, I had a lot of regret. But I had to give it to God. I haven't seen my daughter in 8 years. And she has been hiding. Why? I don't know. But, I mean, I would eliminate someone over my kids. Because and I pray that before I die, that I see my daughter at least one time. Because every time I try to make a trip and find her, Satan throws things where I can't go. But we all have regrets in our life. you know. But I've learned, even in each situation that we're put in, if you will make the best of it and praise God through it, you will come out of it quicker. You know. But when we complain day after day after day, do you remember the Israelites that complained to God because all they had was manna to eat? He struck them down. He struck wrath on them. The land opened up and they fell in. God puts us through some things to teach us things. And God puts us through some things to make us stronger in our faith and in our walk with Him. And see, I've learned that if God brings you to it, He'll bring you through it. Because He's not going to put something on you that He's not going to bring you through it. And it took me a lifetime to learn these things. I mean, it has. And I'm one of His stubborn kids. I learned things the hard way. But I never forget those lessons that I learned. Those are the lessons I never forget. It's the hardest ones. And that's where I learned the most out of, and where I grow the most out of. I know I might be one of His stubborn kids, but I love Him more than anything in this world. And there ain't anything I wouldn't do for Him, because He has brought me through some things that I shouldn't even be here. I shouldn't even be here. I have died 6 times, and a few of them were ODs. I have died at the hands of others. By all rights, I shouldn't be here. I mean, and I don't think myself special or anything. I don't. I'm very humble. I'd help anybody in the world. Ain't nothing I wouldn't do for you. Ain't nothing I wouldn't give to you if you just ask me. Yeah, I'm one of the most giving. Yeah, I'll give you the shirt off my back, because material things doesn't matter. They don't. God can replace them. The only thing that really matters is the love between people. That's it. Giving and receiving, loving one another. That's the only thing that really matters in this world. And if I had one thing to tell you, love is the most powerful weapon that God ever created. Love has a two-edged sword, too. It does. And it cuts love. And you're going to say I'm crazy, but I'm not. If you study your Bible, you will learn the same things, too. And Jesus loves everyone. And if you are lost, Jesus is the only person that you need. He's the only person that will be there for you. And if you are lost, all you got to do is just say His name. Cry His name out. Lord, help me. Jesus, help me. And I'm telling you, the thief on the cross, all he had to do was say, Lord, remember me in your kingdom. That's all he had to say. So if you're lost, Jesus is the only thing you will ever need. I love you guys. Shalom.